When Donald was a young boy in working-class Birmingham, his family wasn't very musically inclined. For Donald, chamber music was never on the horizon, and when he was introduced to opera as a boy, it was only through a school trip to a Gilbert and Sullivan piece. Not long after, Donald's personal introduction to musical performance came in the form of him learning to play the piano. He recalled that his family never went out for the music, and if they did, it was a rarity. There was, however, a notable exception to this, a performance that took place in the hub of high society London. The performance Donald vividly recalled was one of the proms. He painted a picture of himself as a young boy surrounded by the sights and sounds of an orchestral symphony in full swing, a big, full sound that filled the Royal Albert Hall and affected him greatly. The memory was forever imprinted on him. During his time at primary school, and before he left the family home to attend Oxford University, he did not have much interaction with live musical performance, other than playing the piano, and the two memorable performances previously mentioned. He did not consider himself a consistent member of the audience, but he was supplementing this lack of attendance through personal performance, and increasing his knowledge of the musical landscape through reading on the subject. It was at Oxford that a real connection with live classical performance took a foothold. It was here that Donald had a burst of engagement consisting of various facets: personal live performance, attending live performance, gaining further musical knowledge and listening to classical music on his radio, the latter only accessible to him due to a student grant allowing him to buy his first transistor radio. It was here at university that he was introduced to chamber, choral music and lieder. His interaction with Lied occurred while he was in Germany as a student. He learned about the Lied tradition and poems through literature, primarily the Penguin Book of Lieder. It was also at university that he would recall a further significant performance, a very powerful recollection. The performance was that of a piece by Johannes Brahms that highlighted the natural horn. The significance of the natural horn, Donald explained, is that the tone and range of the horn is controlled by the performer's ability to control his breathing, and as such, Donald referred to the performance as first rate. After university, Donald's musical journey takes a slower pace, with some detours through the worlds of opera, musical theatre and film, and is also slowed due to the nature of having children. However, the arrival of children poses a new, interesting twist. The children brought a new dimension to the listening and performing of Donald. His children, with the influence of their musical father, were introduced to music performance while they attended school. The daughter played the viola and the son the bassoon. The selection of these instruments was premeditated. They were instruments that would be in demand. The parents' musical canon grew as they attended school recitals. Some were good, some were not. The children would often play with Donald in a formation that would closely resemble that of chamber, piano, bassoon, viola, playing in harmony. Once the children went to university, where they kept up their playing by joining various musical societies, it was here that Donald and his wife bought season tickets to a local music club, whom specialises in playing chamber, contemporary and classic. It was also during this time that his engagement in learning about music experienced a burst of activity with him stating, "I like to learn about music, and will go on learning." It was also at this point that Donald took over as treasurer of the aforementioned music club. He then went on to say on the subject of learning, "The past year I have been learning a great deal about the works of Mendelssohn, as it is the year of Mendelssohn."